Fashion, darling. Fashion, sweetie. Discussing myths today, darling. Myths. The myth of socialism. Let's talk about it. Let's give it a minute. Thank you, Lily. It's kind of like makeshift right now, darling, but... Fashion, sweetie. Fashion, darling. Good to see you. Hello, Ryden, Michelle, Nicole. Yes, sweetie. Yes, sweetie. Yes, Quad. Yes, ma'am. How's everyone doing? Good? Hanging out? Josh Scott, sweetie. Zeus Devereaux. One of the last nights in the house, darling. One of the very last nights. So we're making do, doing what we can. You know, I'll give you the updates of what's going on, what's happening. So it's one of those things. 17, actually, that's more than I thought right now. All right. I'll turn it down, but I don't want to turn it off. I'll keep it going. So it's 20. Let's do it. Turn it down just a little bit more. Here we are. Another edition. One of the last in the house. Oh, how sad. Jane, you ignorant slut. With your host, Furyous Jorge. You're watching the fucking news. Hashtag TFN. Alright. We're talking about socialism and other myths. I slept most of the day. I'm exhausted. It's actually hard for me to stay conscious right now, or process, or respond, or really do anything. So, suffice it to say, I am still Furyous Jorge. I have calmed down a lot, but I'm tired of your socialistic garbage. I'm really sick of it. I really am. We're trying to be very lenient with these cesspool people, but here's the issue. I am not going to hold your hand through remedial logic skills. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. You are a grown-ass fucking adult, okay? Your socialism garbage is garbage. It's cult myth ideology. It has nothing to do with reality or facts at all. At all. It's emotionally satisfying for you. That's it. That's the only thing it does. It doesn't say anything about law. It says nothing about economics, trade, distribution, wealth, nothing. It's just cult garbage that makes you feel better about being lazy and poor. That's all there is to it. Nothing else. Okay? That's it. I have absolutely no patience for that stupidity. Absolutely none. It's pure idealistic garbage. Nothing else. So, that person today named Dimitri, who I don't give a fuck about exposing out here publicly, is a deranged moron. Here's the issue. When I cite to you the congressional records of how you became a socialistic garbage nightmare state, you then can't rebut with, but that doesn't matter because I don't like it. That's not a rebuttal. Not liking law citations is not a rebuttal to those citations. It just means you're wrong. That's what that means. Do you understand? Do you not understand that? It just means you're incorrect and you need to change your opinion to the correct opinion. That's what it means, factually. Okay? I'm sorry. I just don't. And you can't talk to socialists because they're too stupid to talk to. So they just have idealistic platitudes about what they think the world should be. And then when you ask them how to empirically do that, they go, but my emotions say that it should be this way. That's nice. How will you factually do that? Oh, we don't have a way to do that. Then shut the fuck up. You don't have an objection to capitalism. You don't have an objection to it. Your objection is that you want everyone to be taken care of. That's cute. How are you going to do that? What if people decide that they don't want to be taken care of? What if they will put in no effort whatsoever to their own lives? Is that my responsibility? I have to make sure that this grown adult is an adult for themselves? No. No, I don't. This entire fucking argument stemmed when I asked him what wealth was. Because socialists think they know what wealth is. They don't. They care about the distribution of wealth. They have no idea about its creation, about its maintenance, about its generation. They don't care. They care about its distribution. So then ask them what capital is. Ask them what wealth is, how you generate and create that. They couldn't name the first fucking thing. And his argument to me was, well, quality of life. That's not an argument. What is wealth? Wealth is quality of life. No, it isn't. Are rich people happy? Well, I know plenty of rich people that aren't happy. So it's not quality of life then, because they still have wealth. What is quality of wealth or quality of life mean? What is wealth? Couldn't answer it. Then I cited in law how it is. Oh, well, I don't care about law. I want you to tell me from your own mouth. I just did. What is wealth? Oh, quality of life. That's not an answer. What is the answer? What is wealth? Can't answer it. Cannot. Emotional platitudes. Socialists are trash. Get rid of them. I'm not being polite to these people. I'm not going to. They're being dense on purpose. So that they can appease their pathetic emotions. Call them out on their bullshit. Call them out. It's blatant propaganda and idiocy from these people. Blatant. I'm not having it. I'm not. They need to be able to prove their empirical case, and when they can't, they're lying and frauds, and you should call them that. It's that simple. So... wealth is a state of mind for poor people. Yeah, well, that's why they're poor. I don't understand why people don't understand why I keep telling this. They're like, well, it's just a state of mind and it's a way of being. And no, it isn't. That's not what wealth is. That's not what it is. So you need to say that in order to justify why you're poor. No. You know what wealth is. You know what it is. So you need to take it responsibly. You need to take it seriously. Wealth is what? Your resources. Water, clothing, housing, food, air. That is wealth. That's why the rich have it. Hello? Why do you think they own and control those resources? Because then you can't do anything. You're dependent on them. Ta-da! So what do you think the solution to that is? Advocating for more control of that? No, dumbass! Why don't socialists understand that? You're in this position because of socialism. That's why you're in this position in the first place. So why are you advocating for more of that? Are you stupid? Are you psychotic? What's wrong with you? It's just fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't know. We don't need the Black's Law Dictionary, Josh. They need to use remedial logic skills. Remedial logic. That's all they need to do. If you're dependent, you can't be needy and throw around your weight because you're the one who's dependent. I'm seeing all these dumbass memes like, Burger King is not woke. Raytheon doesn't care about your homosexuality. Oreo doesn't give a shit that you're trans. They want your money, you moron. They don't care at all. Wake up. Liberal cesspools all over the fucking place. You trust frauds and then you're surprised when your ass is handed to you. Well, then stop being a fucking idiot. I don't understand people. I don't understand. So, do you see why I get annoyed? Do you see why I do? I get livid. I get fucking livid with stupid, shrill idiocy. Sycophant bootlicking. Knock it off. None of these people give a shit about you and never did. Stop lying about it. Stop. You're embarrassing yourself and you're invalidating everyone else in your position. Now knock it off. Is anybody struggling with my stance here? Is anybody having a hard time following what I'm talking about? Not that hard, is it? It just means that you're wrong and you won't change your opinion. That's what it means. Hold on, wait. I don't understand. I don't understand why people don't get it. I really don't. With the benefits these people are getting, no wonder they don't want to work. It's called incentivizing. They're incentivizing you into social conditioned slavery, which is what they did in the first place. They didn't steal your land. They did exactly what they're doing now. They promised you something, you accepted the offer, and then they never gave it to you. That's not a contract, by the way. That's not a contract. They're offering something, and if you do the work for them before you get what you're supposed to get, you've already done the work. So they don't have to give you anything. They can just keep promising you and never give it to you. Are you done? Are you done? Because liberals don't seem to be done yet. They're not done at all. But the promises. But good nature. But my liberalism. No. How will psychopaths operate in your little utopian ideologue Huxley Orwell garbage? How will they operate? Will they follow your rules? Then your rules mean nothing. You've led with assumption. You've led with a red herring in a false dichotomy. You're a walking logical fallacy. And you all expect me to be nice to these fucking people. Because they want to trust corporations they don't work for. I'm running out of patience. We have a lot of socialists here in the rabbit hole with us. We have a lot of those here. And normally, I allow them to spew their corporate garbage to my face. I'm not doing that today. I'm not in the moon. I'm really not. We are in full mood, Scorpio, pink moon. It's time to let go of the vices, let go of old toxic relationships, let go of bad ideals. This is the last day. By tomorrow night, you're done with your corporate garbage. You're done with your state sycophant bootlicking. You're done with your vices. You're done with your excuses. You're going to get off your ass and get to work, or you will perish and no one will care. No one. Good riddance. You're in the way of progress. We're not dealing with you anymore. We're not going to. I'm not dealing with the no true Scotsman of democratic socialism. No. You don't have any case for socialism. You have no case for it. It's going to make you needy, dependent slaves, and you'll be utterly decimated. Now quit doing it. Abandon socialism. It's not happening. You're in a cult. You're in a cult. All right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, honey. That's a cult. That's a cult pure and pure through. That's all there is to it. So, Peter Pan and Wendy never left. They just never left. They just never left. Well, because tomorrow's the end of the full moon. So, we start the beginning of the year. So, welcome to the beginning of the year. The official beginning of the year. That's why Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. They're also the youngest sign. So, Aries is about tackling your problems head on. Facing them. Going strong and full out. Impulsive. Decisive. Breaking old habits. Starting new routines. New ways of thinking. New modes of operation. Travel. New relationships. That's the sign of Aries. The sign of fire. The sign of fixed fire. And when we have to break and shed and shed our skin and do all that before we solidify and ground in May for Taurus, which is about health. Do you see how the stars tell you what to do? If you follow the dialogue of the celestial elements, everything makes sense. You'll know where the energy is coming from, how it works, how it's operating, how it's affecting you, why it is, what it applies to. It's a matter of you taking that due diligence upon yourself. That's really what it is. So, rather than what socialists are arguing, which is the state and corporations have to be your parents. But why aren't the state and corporations my parents? I don't know why the state and corporations can't be my parents. I'm only 35. I don't know why they can't be my parents. That's not their job. Jane, you ignorant slut, featuring Furyous Jorge, watching the fucking news, hashtag TFN. We're talking about socialism and other deranged myths. These fucking people today, I swear to God. And they're like, well, anything could be written into law that's legal or illegal. I said, I didn't say legal or illegal. I said legal is not the same thing as lawful. And then he went, well, here's what's illegal. I didn't say illegal. I said legal and lawful. Are you going to stop pretending to know law to my face? Are you going to stop? Let me know when you're done. And then he kept going. Well, here's what No. You already just showed me you have no idea what law is at all. You have no idea what the concepts are. Can't tell me the difference between private and public, commercial and UCC. You have no idea. No fucking clue. And you're still here talking to my face as if you know that subject. Stop doing that stupid shit. I will ridicule and embarrass you in public to your friends and family. Stop. Why can't you stop yourself? Why are you incapable of controlling yourself? If you don't know the subject, shut the fuck up. You can't argue a subject that you don't know to a person who does. You can't argue it. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to say in rebuttal to them. You're just wrong. That's all. That's all it is. I'm sorry that you're wrong. I'm sorry. It is literally frustrating. Conservatives aren't doing this to me. It's not conservatives. It's social liberals that are doing it. They're pretending to have knowledge. Then they're shown to their face that they don't have knowledge. They admit to you that they don't have knowledge, and then they still speak as if they have knowledge anyway. This is called a neurotic psychosis. These people need to be medicated. They need to be locked in a padded room. I'm worried for their safety. I'm worried for their health. I'm concerned for them. Please stop being a wild jackass. Please stop. It is so embarrassing. They will never take liberalism seriously again if you don't stop this shrill idiocy. You have to stop. You have to see it. I don't understand how you don't see it. I don't understand it. I really don't. Do you not see how you're behaving? Do you not see that? Everyone else sees it. Everybody sees it. Clear as day. You can't see it though, can you? You just can't. Just completely immune to your own behavior. How you appear to other people. It's absolutely, it's flabbergasted me, darling. Flabbergasted. Inmates trying to run the asylum. I don't understand. I don't get it. I really don't. Indeed, yeah, exactly. Learn to be teachable, Joanne. And it's really just, they're making empirical claims that are in data. Like, it'd be fine if we were arguing philosophy. Like, if we were arguing philosophy, nobody's right about philosophy. It's philosophy. That's fine. They're arguing empirical data. They're saying empirically socialism can work. And then we ask them empirically how they will distribute, how they will control that, how they will make sure that that is going to the right people and that it isn't made out of poison and that they dispose of it properly and that they have no solutions for any of those problems. They just assume it will be done by someone. Exactly. Hence why you're in this position in the first place. Because the people who will take responsibility for your lazy dependence get to control how it works, what it costs, what it's made out of, where it goes, how it's manufactured, how it's disposed of, because you aren't doing it. Socialism is garbage for people who don't read. It's designed to satisfy liberal and poor emotions. Nothing else. It doesn't do anything else. It has no practical value of any kind. It has nothing to do with status or nationality or your resources or how they work or nothing at all. It appeases your emotions about being poor and dependent. That's all it is. That's all it does. That's why they want you to pitch that stupid shit in the first place. That's why they like it. And I don't understand why people don't get this. They don't get it. Even though it's said by every single one of your academics. Thomas Sowell, Noam Chomsky, Christopher Hitchens. Everyone knows this about socialism. Everyone knows it. Everyone. The people that you think support you in your socialism are specifically the professors in academia that are telling you that is the cause of your system. And yet you just in one ear out the other, huh? In one ear out the other. Okay, cool. Very cool. And you know what's really funny about that? And I never understood this. This is something I didn't really get until the liberals started going after Trump. Was that you know that people are dictators because they have to be liked. It's not enough that they have control. They have to be liked for that control. They have to be liked. They want you to like them for controlling you. It's a crime to not like those people. That's my favorite part. That's why dictators can never win. Because they have to be liked by the people that they're forcing to do things against their will. Otherwise, they'll never be happy or satisfied. And that shows you that you are the problem. You are. Socialists are demanding the wealth of other people that they don't know to redistribute to whoever they want to. Dictators. Spoiled, neurotic children who peaked in high school. Ego. Call them out. Call them out. Do not pretend that they're associated with us or that we agree with these people just because they've figured out who the cabal is. They may know who the cabal is, but you are shitty at fighting these people. You're very bad at it. You're very, very bad at it. And you get worse every day. So, I'm wondering when you'll learn that you can't fight people that you're dependent on. Do you know why they allow me to get away with the shit that I do? Because I don't threaten them. I don't attack the cabal at all. Whatsoever. I don't even advocate that you do so. So they allow me to do whatever I want. Interesting, huh? Think about that for a minute. Just reflect. Just reflect on it. I'm rising. Despite the fact that I'm saying the same shit you guys are. Why am I rising and you're not? Why is that, do you think? Think about it. Mind you, I came from show business already, so I'm already up a little bit higher than a lot of you already are. So I already know that inside world. You don't think we know how to navigate that a little bit? You sure you don't want to maybe take some people's advice on that who've been a little bit higher up than you have? How do you think we're surviving in the first place? You might want to take the fucking hint, socialists. You might want to take the fucking hint. Unless you want to work at Walmart for the rest of your fucking life. I'm just saying. I'm getting paid to do this. Are you getting paid? No, you're not. That's interesting, huh? That's very interesting. Very interesting. But my free stuff. Well, and you know what our biggest critique was? We can do this the right way too. We can do this the right way because we told them, you know what? It's not even about free stuff, really. It's about that they think that there already is a free market. They think there's a free market. There isn't. You've never had one. You've been post-constitutional since the Act of 1871. You have artificial monopolies created by multinational corporate conglomerates. How is that a free market? If Goldman Sachs owns things here and in India, and they move one subsidiary to another subsidiary, that's not a free market. How is that free if they own all of it? It's an artificial monopoly. That's not a free market at all. Not at all. So you've never actually had a free market. You've never even tried it. Why don't you try it? Why don't you try free enterprise and let everybody grow their own UCCs and create their own companies? Like Black Wall Street did in the 1920s and you destroyed it. which is where my family came from in Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then we had to migrate down to Denver, Colorado, which is where we've been ever since. I'm a 6th generation dark-skinned Moor of Denver, Colorado. That's why. Because they know that free enterprise raises everybody. Socialism keeps them down. Socialism for the rich, feudalism for the rest of you. And that's why they've mislabeled it on purpose. That's why they want you to care about democracy, mob rule, a word that does not exist in your Constitution. This is something we've had to come with the liberals about too, because the liberals really like to go after Christianity. They're really into that. The Constitution doesn't say anything about the Bible or God or anything. I'm like, it also doesn't say anything about democracy. It says you're a constitutional mercantile republic that has now become a corporate technocracy oligarchy. But that was a cute try. Very cute. Once again, all of the legal data is there. All you have to do is just cite the congressional record that they won't read or acknowledge to their face. And then watch them do Olympic gymnastic routines away from that reality. In order to what? Appease their emotion. About their lack of knowledge, their dependency, their cowardice, and their fear. And if you do not get away from these people, they will bring you down with them. They will. They have no loyalty. They have no morals. They have no actual value system. They have no ethical consistency. They are not self-actualized. They have not dealt with their psychological and emotional and generational trauma. They have not come into themselves in their mind. They're stuck. And they're lost. And they're getting worse by the day. You need to retract your energy from them. If you think they're not going to pull you down with them because you like them, you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. They will drag you to hell by your hair. They will do so. They shall crawl on their bellies into the kingdom of darkness. Not playing this game. I'm not playing it. I'm really not. I'm so sorry, honey. They think the government, the taxpayer, I mean, it's just, you guys see that meme? I'm going to show you guys that meme where it's this couple holding a road. Like every time we mention that taxation is theft, it's like the statists come out and they're like, but my roads though. But my roads. You can build roads without the government. Thank you. Thank you, statists. We love you. We love you. Taxation is not theft now because my roads. No. It's still theft. It is extortion legally. Sorry, that's what it is. I'm so sorry. No. No. I love you to death, honey. I love you, but that is not a rebuttal. It's just not. So Jiden Bowden, I know, Dennis. You know the best part is, Dennis, is that people think that they need the president's permission to do something. Isn't that great? I love that they've distorted civics so much that they actually think that they need the president to do something for them. I'm like, wow, you really have no idea what the president's job is at all, do you? We've been telling them since 2012 that the president has nothing to do with domestic affairs. It's all foreign. The president is a foreign affairs person. That's the function and value of the presidency. It has nothing to do with us. That's why you have 50 states that have their own constitutions, and state governments, and supreme courts. The president has nothing to do with nothing at all, whatsoever. So I don't understand this. But then again, we have centralized a lot of power to the executive branch, so that explains why everyone's so stupid about it. Most people don't even realize that the vice president was supposed to be the person who was running against them. That was actually the vice president. So in 2016, when Hillary Clinton lost to Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton should have been his vice president. Balance of the executive branch. Remember when Washington and John Adams went at it? And then Washington became the first, Well, he became the first president of the U.S. corporation. Remember, we've had 19 presidents before Washington. So Washington was the first corporate president. And who was his vice president? John Adams, the one who ran against him, to keep the balance. It's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard. It really isn't. You're making it too difficult. You're purposely complicating this more than it needs to be. We can't have government because all governments are corrupt. No, they're not. You don't have a government. You have a corporation pretending to be a government. If you had an actual government, it would be in its jurisdiction, and you'd be in your jurisdiction, and it would be fine. But you keep entering into Caesar's realm, and they keep entering into the private realm, so you've merged these two things that are supposed to be separate. That's why you have chaos. That's why you do. Because you won't retract from each other's spaces. The rich stay in the private sector. The government stays in the public sector. Never the two shall meet. Stay out of each other's jurisdiction. We've said it to you over and over and over and over and over again. And then you guys pitch some stupid bullshit again. But police are not for you. They protect the public. The public means municipalities. Corporations. They are security guards for the corporation. They were never designed to protect you. Never. At any time. You've told yourself that that's the case and are now persecuting them for a thing that was never their job. Do you see the problem? Do you get it? It's you being stupid. That's the problem. Not everybody else. Everybody else is doing their job. They are following the law. You aren't. See? That's the issue. That's the issue. You're not studying. You're pretending that you are. That's the problem. So, Speaker of the House, different. It depends. Congress has its own function, but Congress has given away its power on purpose and has never taken it back. So is the Supreme Court. So is everybody else. The judiciary. They've all done it. Because it's the United States corporation. You don't have a government. You've been post-constitutional since 1871. That's why you have an FBI, an EPA, the Smithsonian, NASA, Department of Education, for-profit healthcare, artificial monopolies of tech giants, for-profit Rockefeller medicine. You're not allowed to go into caves or to own your own property, to collect rainwater or own animals. Because you're under a corporation. You're not under a government. You don't have one. And when you stop taking this corporation as a government, they will go away. You can hold them accountable for fraud. Because what they've done is defraud the public. And there is no statute of limitations for fraud. None. You can go back as early as 1876 and sue them and just do giant class action lawsuits against these people. Take them down for purposely defrauding you, for giving you a contract under duress and coercion and threat and blackmail and defamation and slander and libel. But you haven't done it because you take them seriously. Your fault. Maybe you should have read some shit then. Maybe you should have. All right, anyway. We're gonna do some other stuff. We're gonna give you some updates. Thank you for tuning in. That's what I have to say about that. I've gotten my ramble out about socialism. Now I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I wanted you all to understand that socialism is a myth. Okay? It's a design narrative from the people that you're claiming to fight that does nothing for you at all. That's it. That's all it is. And I'm not going to have that argument again. I've had it way too many times for my own liking. It is not productive. It's not helpful to the discussion. It's in the way. Socialism is in the way of progress. So now I told you, no more excuses. I don't want excuses anymore. But I'm poor because these people, no. Get off your ass and figure out how to do it. Figure it out. It's not going to be done for you. No one's coming. No one's coming. Boeing isn't coming. Goldman Sachs isn't coming. KFC isn't coming. They're not coming, honey. They're not coming. They're not woke. They don't care. They don't care. At all. At all. Stop pretending they do. But they have a rainbow flag. No, they don't care. They want your money. They want your money. They don't care. At all. At all. Stop lying to yourself. Wake up. All right. Stop lying. You're lying to yourself. Now stop. You're trying to convince yourself that you have a system that you don't have. Okay? That's what it is. You don't have it. So... Be careful what you ask. Well, Melita, all isms are cults. If it has the word ism after it, it's a cult. That's just a general rule of thumb. Isms are cults. Ideologies are religions for idiots. John Adams. I don't understand why people have ideologies. I don't understand this. I really don't. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. It really doesn't. And I know a lot of you too. That's why you're here. Like, a lot of people think that we're kind of a culty thing, and I'm like, but we are all different kinds of ideologies. That's why we all fight so much. Because we don't have ideologies. We don't have those things. Literally, everybody's pretty much argument is a case-to-case basis depending on the topic. Like, the topic makes us change drastically what we think and say, depending on whatever the topic is. So, like, the fact that people have, like, a staunch... like one straight, narrow way to do every topic means they don't understand any of those topics. That's what it indicates to me. It means they don't understand any of those topics. That's just what that says. So, this is also hard to masturbate to. Are you sure? Oh, I love it. I love it, darling. So, updates. We did some crazy shit. Hashtag crazy shit live. And I appreciate you all being here. I really do. I'm going to leave here soon because Ray's about to come over. We're going to figure out some stuff. And it's been crazy. I'm excited for the new location. So I have a condo. We bought a condo with a little mini thing we're going to work in. It's studio-ish. So I'll keep you updated. We'll be ready by the next week and a half to kind of start doing real setup stuff there. And we're just in that process. We've gone through all of the processing and the disattachment from the old ways, and now we're ready to do it. We're really ready to do it. But it took a long time. And I'm still very exhausted and still trying to figure out how I can even mentally get to the next level in a cohesive fashion, but it's very difficult. When I have to deal with socialists and other ideologues, the ideologues are what are pissing me off. That's really what it is. Because they just drain your life force, honey. They just drain you away. Because they're not thinking. They're not trying to think. They're just responding to whatever happens. So, no, it's... The new way is about to happen. And if they're not ready for it, they're just not going to make it. They're just not going to. It's really that simple. So, this has been sideways most of the time. There we go. That's better, darling. That's better, sweetie. That's better, sweetie. We're here for it. Thank you. Yes. So, a lot's happened. As you guys seen in my life, a lot changes drastically with me, and I haven't really had any time to process any of this. So I'm just kind of like, I don't have a lot of patience for stupid excusing bullshit. I really don't. Especially people that are advocating their own demise and dependency on people they don't know. I don't have patience for it. I just don't. I really don't. That will make me livid. Absolutely livid. So, okay, I'm going to take these nails off. So, we're changing up a lot of things and dynamics and ways of being. I wanted to bring Bowser on for a while because you guys haven't seen him in a while, and you're not going to see him after this. So, because he's, Bowser and Brett are moving back to Minnesota. So it'll be good to see. You'll be good to see him one last time, huh? Those who know who Duke Bowser Lafayette Chesterfield is. He's our little puppy. He's been great. We're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss him very much. But I just can't. I can't do animals anymore. I've reached the point where I can't have animals. I just can't. I just can't do it. I'm not there for it, honey. I got way too much work to do to be dealing with that. So exactly, exactly. Don't allow anyone to take your energy. Exactly, because I mean it's your time. That's why I'm mad at them. I'm not mad about necessarily their ideas. I'm mad because they've wasted my time. Like they thought they kept like the guy, as you guys saw, I made that I gave you that screenshot where he's like, I genuinely wanted to know. No, you didn't. He didn't genuinely want to know. He wanted to reaffirm his socialistic garbage when it was disproven to him in print. And he said, I don't want to read any of those laws. I don't want to watch any of those videos that answer the question I asked, by the way. He asked me a question, then I answered his question with the legal data that showed why he was wrong. He didn't care about that. Because it was an answer he didn't like. Because it meant that his ideology was wrong. And then he pretended to be a victim after he was called out on purposely being dense and idiotic on purpose. Done. You wasted 20 minutes of my time that I could have used productively somewhere else with your socialistic garbage because you can't accept that you're wrong. Because you're in a fucking cult. Good. Do you feel oppressed, socialist? Do you? Good. I hope more happens to you too. I hope it's worse. I hope it increases. That's exactly what you fucking deserve, you fucking frauds. That's exactly what you deserve. Good riddance. Now go apologize to trees for producing oxygen for your useless ass. I'm not smiling. I'm just very nervous. I hate socialists. I really do. I really do, honey. They irk the living shit out of me. They really do. Because they're not even trying. Okay, anyway. False sense of security, atom balls. And also consensus. They think consensus is fact. Consensus? Consensus is fact, is it? You mean like in 1955 when there was a consensus on which kind of cigarettes doctors preferred? Let me know when you're done. It's like socialists just kind of just see a logical concept and get about 40% in and go, good enough. No, you dumb cunts. All right, anyway. Let's bring in Bowser. And then I have to get ready to go because, you fucking people today, I swear to God, I swear. I can't deal with it. Not yet, no, it's 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So I'll have that second bedroom is going to be our studio. I have a gigantic bedroom. I'm ready for it. We're ready for the next level, honey. We're ready for it. I've never been a property owner before, so this is interesting new dynamics that I'm going to have to learn with you. So I'll let you know. We'll keep you updated. We really will. But now we're going to bring in the Bow Bow. And he'll hang out till the end. Do you guys have questions, comments about what you feel about it? I want to hear what you say, besides just me rambling. I want to hear what you hear about socialism and its downsides and flaws, or maybe even its benefits, but how it's being misapplied or misallocated or maybe misunderstood. So, like, I need to understand why this keeps coming back. That people can't understand that this is a myth. It's a utopian, idealistic, cabalish pitch that has nothing to do with sovereignty or self-respect, dignity, rights, or anything else. It's just dependency from slaves. That's all there is to it. So it is. It's just another dumbass term, Joseph. I completely agree with you. That's why I'm like, I don't understand why people keep pitching that as if that's appealing to people. It's not appealing. Like, it's not appealing to anyone. It just isn't, you know? So, you dumb cunts. I can't, you see why it's hard not to call people dumb cunts? It's so, when they're purposely like that, like they're on purpose acting that way. And they're like, but you don't respect me or take me seriously. I'm like, if there was a lever I could pull to crush you with a grand piano, I would do it. Do you understand how obnoxious you are? Like, people don't see how obnoxious their own behavior is. They have no idea. They just don't see it at all. They have no conceptualization of how they actually appear to other people. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So, okay. Let me get him, and then we'll deal with it. All right, hold on one sec. Bring your crazy ass in here. Come on. Come on in. Come on. There he is. There he is. The Duke. The Duke Bowser. Duke Bowser, Lafayette, Chesterfield. Get off me. There he is back there. Duke, come over here. Get over here. Come over here now. You can say bye? You can say bye? They want to say bye to you. They're not going to see you. You're not going to say bye? Bowser, you can say bye? He's knocking fucking lights over and shit. There's your ball. There's your ball. Here he is. The Duke. The Duke Bowser. What are you doing? Stop it. Come over here. Come over here. What are you doing? We're going to miss him so much. We're going to miss him so he's so cute. His big old face. Is your ball? Your little ball? I just like to beat him up. You got to beat him up sometimes, you know. Oh, I haven't. Truth, I haven't, Conan. I haven't. I'm letting people do their own things. I'm letting them do because I have my shit to do. I really don't have time. I don't have time. So I'm going to work on my stuff, and we're just going to keep going strong and letting what manifest. But I need time to process. Like I haven't been able to process shit. And so when I actually finally settle down for a minute and like have time to really go through stuff, and we'll figure it out. We will do this, but it's just like I do not have the patience. I don't have it. I don't have the mental or I don't have it. I slept all day long and I couldn't get up. I got up for 2 hours and then I fell right back asleep again for 5 more. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally done. I really am. So today when this dumbass socialist started just running his ignorant fucking mouth today, I was like, you piece of shit. If you say one more stupid thing to me, I swear to God. So angry. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't believe how angry I was at this person. And then like later he was like, what? It's like, how do people talk to you? I don't understand. I'm like, oh, you mean people that don't lie to my face about what I just showed them in legal data they were wrong on? Yeah, that's why. Usually when people are corrected about, they don't pretend to know law to my face, I usually do better with those people. Usually. Than fake, petulant morons like you. Like, ridiculous. I can't stand it, honey. I can't stand it. So, anyway, we're glad to see you. I'm glad you guys are here supporting us. I'm at paypal.me/Furyous Jorge. You might try to get Bowser a little going away gift if you can help with that. That'd be great. If not, you'll see us very soon. And you know, it is what it is. We're going strong every day, rocking our thing. So Nathan is a cock. I know I miss Nathan. Nathan doesn't know law. Good times. I miss him. I think I already blocked him on this profile just to be safe. Just so I wouldn't have to deal with him later. Go ahead. And that's just what it is. So, but I do love you guys very much. I will see you all probably tomorrow. Maybe later if Ray wants to do something. We don't know, but we'll figure it out. So, it's been great. This is another edition of Jane, You Ignorant Slut. With your host, Furyous Jorge, rushing the fucking news, #TFN. This is also Duke Bowser, Lafayette, Chesterfield, who we're going to miss so much. He's been here since 2 years ago, darling. So, all right, and Ray's on his way here, so we will deal with all of this later. And I'm glad you guys were here. Listen to me ramble. So if you send your socialist friends to me, send them, because I'd love to know why they are in a deranged cult. I'd absolutely love to know why, because they have no reason to be there. So say bye to them. Say bye. Here they are. Bye. Bye. Bye, friends. Bye, friends. Bye, friends. Okay. We're leaving. We'll see you later. Bye.